up, YouTube? It's your boy Crank back with another reaction video, man. And today we reacting to nigga Big 30 just got released. Hold on, man. Hey, something ain't adding up, bruh. Something ain't adding up. Pooh Shiesty still in jail. Big 30 just got released. Hold on, man. Don't tell me 30 didn't went out like that, man. Nah, man. I hate to hear some shit like that, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What y'all boys think about that, man? Drop in the comments. Make sure y'all boys like, comment, subscribe for more reactions if y'all like this. Hey, look. Just subscribe for a nigga, please, bruh. Please. But let's get into the video, man.
Big 30 is supposed to be getting released by the feds today, and this comes not long after Pooh Shiesty's own dad was released by the feds. Now, we all know Pooh Shiesty's dad is a rat. He's been informing.
Wait, what? Whoa. I ain't know that. Shiesty dad ratted? What?
For the feds for years, since 2007, when he cooperated in a dope case. He was involved with multiple murders, multiple shootings, and he agreed to cooperate in past and future cases. So
Pooh Shiesty dad, you talking about, unfortunately, I'm the CEO and a top shooter for my game. That's what you talking about his dad? You talking about him? Nah, ain't no way. There's no way Shiesty dad went out like that. What? Whoa.
Sounds like he's gonna save himself in the situation, but Big 30, from what I've seen, might actually have a chance at beating the feds entirely. You wanna make hundreds of dollars from your phone? Shout out to the OG, the YouTube Godfather, Vlad TV, and he just confirmed Big 30 from the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man robbery case is getting out today. You heard it here first. Now, immediately everybody's gonna be like, oh, rat, snitch, this, that, da. Let's jump into the paperwork so y'all don't just start spinning conspiracy theories that aren't true. Now, this document was filed today. This order addresses the government's motion to revoke the magistrate judge's order granting pretrial release to defendant Rodney Wright Jr., aka Big 30. Background: Big 30 is charged with a violation, kidnapping, and conspiracy to commit kidnapping for his alleged role in a conspiracy to kidnap, coerce, and rob 3 victims in a recording studio in Dallas, Texas. On April 6th, Big 30 appeared before U.S. Magistrate Judge Annie Kristoff in the Western District of Tennessee. Kristoff denied the government's motion to detain Wright and ordered Wright released on a $100,000 bond.
Damn.
Secured by 10% with conditions including home detention, curfew, location monitoring, and travel restrictions. At the government's request, the judge entered a brief stay pending appeal of the release order to this court. So she granted him a bond, $100,000 at 10%, which means he only has to pay $10,000 if my math is mathin'. He's gonna be on an ankle monitor. He's gonna be stuck in the crib, you know, whatever.
Shoot, I'd rather be stuck in the crib than in prison or jail. I'll take that all day. Matter of fact, I'd rather not take none of that. I don't want to be in that shit at all. I don't.
But they put a stay on it, meaning he wasn't immediately released until this came through. Having reviewed the record developed by the judge, the court determines that the government has not met their burden of proof with respect to either danger to the community or flight risk. So what they just ruled is that nothing shows Big 30 is a danger to his community, and nothing shows that he's gonna jump on a plane, try to leave the country, go to Mexico, go to fucking wherever he could go. You know what I mean?
That boy got some good lawyers, boy. He must got some hell of a lawyers, boy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You don't hear this man rap? You don't hear what he rap about? Boy, he got some good ass lawyers, boy.
They're saying we have no reason to believe we should be in fear of him being in society or trying to get up out of here. First, Big 30 is alleged to have retrieved a bag containing firearms that enabled the initial armed coercion in this offense. Now, looking back at the original paperwork, this would be surveillance video of Pooh Shiesty and his team of goons, including Big 30, walking into the recording studio. And This is specifically what the studio layout looked like. So everybody else was waiting out here while Gucci, Big 30, Pooh Shiesty's dad, and Pooh Shiesty were inside of this area. Now again, Gucci told Pooh Shiesty they could reschedule their studio session, but Pooh Shiesty requested to speak with Gucci privately. That's when those four men all went into this room that we see right here. Inside of the control room, Shiesty produced purported contract termination, released paperwork from a bag, and told Gucci to sign. When Gucci declined, Shiesty became Shiesty, and the pair started to argue. As the argument inside the recording room ensued, Shiesty instructed Big 30 to get his bag. 30 complied, leaving the recording room before returning with the bag. Shiesty then pulled what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol from the bag, pointed it at Gucci, and demanded Gucci sign that paper. And there's that lyric, A30, pass me that Drake, or whatever the fuck it was.
A30, pass me that Drake. Get your out my face, nigga. Dang, bro, he wanted to get up out that, bro. Listen, I hear niggas, a lot of people be talking about they'll rob the label, you feel me? And that's exactly what he, you feel me, allegedly was trying to do. That's crazy, bro. Hey, listen, bro, it's a lot of weight. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what literally happened in real life. Big 30 went and got a bag, brought the bag back, Shiesty up that Drake on the Gooch. So that's the first thing Big 30 is alleged to have done in this case. The second thing would be he also allegedly physically barricaded a door in the recording studio to trap the victims inside and recorded the coerced signing of the contract release paperwork. So Gucci, with a Draco aimed at his face, would sign the paperwork for Shiesty while Shiesty's dad and Big 30 stood by. Gucci was not allowed to leave the recording studio while he was held at gunpoint. Big 30 pulled out a cell phone and purported to record Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say that he released Pooh Shiesty.
Is we talking about Gucci Mane? 06 Cutthroat? Gucci Mane? Come on, man. This can't be real, bro. This can't be real. That ain't Gucci, bro. That's Hoochie. Ain't no way they did Gucci like that, boy. The Gucci that, you feel me, back then. All right, bro. Ain't no telling, bro. Maybe I'm riding that bike. I don't know, man. Ain't no way.
Now, once they walked back into the studio, obviously Gucci's cameraman and his friend were there. Everybody pulls out guns. They get to robbing everybody, and then this happens. As the altercation inside the control room ensued, Big 30 walked over to the studio door to the lobby, closed it, and blocked it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. Gucci's two security guards watched 30 barricade the door and attempted to force their way into the control room, but were prevented from entering. With handguns drawn, the security managed to partially open the door, but recognized that they were outnumbered by the armed target suspects. So 30 was literally blocking the door, blocking Gucci's security from coming in. And apparently it looked something like this. Pooh Shiesty really had Big 30 ass blocking. But that's it. That's all of Big 30's contribution to this kidnapping case. Is he went and got a bag, some shit happened, and he apparently stood at the door. Now, the government suggested that 30 was armed during the incident resulting in these charges, but lacked clear and convincing evidence to support this. The court agrees with the government that the nature and circumstances of the charges against 30 and the weight of evidence against him are very serious. However, the remaining section factors favor his release. So what they're saying is the accusations are dead serious, but the evidence isn't there. And because of that, and because he's not a flight risk, and because he's not a danger to the community, y'all need to let him out. Now, 30 is 26 years old, lives with his father, and has 4 children that he actively parents and supports financially through his employment as a recording artist with Endless Entertainment. His criminal history is minimal. 30 received a charge of reckless endangerment and unlawful possession of a weapon for discharging a firearm on New Year's Day when he was 18 years old that resulted in judicial diversion and 1 minor driving offense in Mississippi. 30 has never been convicted of a felony or a violent crime. There are no facts in 30's history to suggest that he is a flight risk. Therefore, 30's history and characteristics do not support pretrial detainment. Conclusion: the court finds that the government has failed to establish that 30 is a flight risk, or that the conditions of release imposed by the judge will not reasonably assure the safety of any person in the community. Accordingly, the court denies the government's motion. The court vacates any stay of the release order. So the only things on 30's criminal history is driving recklessly and shooting a gun off in the air on New Year's, which is like, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's like normal shit in the South. I mean, that's kind of normal anywhere, but in the South, it's more controlled because people tend to have more land. It's not that big of a deal. And I believe it's only a misdemeanor. And in this case, he got a judicial diversion, which is like, hey, you're gonna go to this program, promise not to do it again, and it's all gonna go away. 30 isn't even a felon, which means he can legally tow guns. And shout out to Spade TV official. 8 weeks ago, they would post, a source sent us exclusive footage of Big 30 on the yard. He was given a bond today, but he is still in jail after the government filed a motion to keep him from being released. This is 2 still shots of him being on the yard, and people would comment, bro look confused as fuck. He trying to figure out how he ended up in that situation. Someone else would say, at least he ain't in PC. And someone else would say, somebody said that's how he stood at the front door. But again, my boy on the yard, that means a lot. So regardless of how he looks, I mean, you don't know if he's slept, you don't know if this is his first time seeing the sun, you don't know how he's feeling. But he's outside. Not outside in society, but he's outside on that yard. And what that means is he's doing what a lot of rappers don't do. He's not hidden in confinement, he's not in PC, he's not hiding from nobody. He is 100% accessible to everybody in that facility. He's not ducking nothing. That's respectable amongst the criminal culture, the hip hop culture. You go to jail, you're supposed to stand on it. He's standing on it, so you gotta.
That's crazy. They say 30 on that yard. They say 30 ready to strike something. Let a nigga play what? 30 out there like with his guard up. Like, I ain't playing, nigga. Yeah, we do this. That's crazy. Feel me?
Respect it, right? He really didn't do anything to be put in there except go get a bag and maybe stand at a door. It doesn't sound like he pulled out, robbed anyone, nothing like that. But he's holding his homie Pooh Shiesty down, and that is important. Because Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty go back further than a lot of y'all realize. This post says Shiesty gets emotional that Big 30's still alive and with him today. And this was after they reunited, after Shiesty got released from state prison. And I mean, so it's like these two have been together for a long time. I can't really show y'all the rest of this video, but this is one of his day ones. He's not going all sad behind his brother. And if you live this type of lifestyle, that is the exact type of friend you want behind you. After reading everything, I feel like 30 might have a great chance at beating this case. If not, pleading out to a very minimal offense, because he really only did minimal things. It wasn't necessarily him that did any kidnapping. It wasn't necessarily him that forced anyone to do anything. What are you gonna say? He stood by a door? I'm sure a lawyer can come up with a nasty defense for that right there. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all like 30 rocking with Shiesty.
Till next time. Man, that's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. What y'all boys think about that? No cap. Really go in the comments, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Shiesty is solid. I mean, 30 a real nigga, bro. I can't even lie. 30 real solid, bro. Yeah. If you rocking with me and you ain't like 30 and Shiesty, bro, and you wanna, you know what I'm saying? We can't even hang, bro. I don't know, but I ain't know Shiesty Pops was ratting like that, bro. You feel me? That's crazy. That's news to me, bro. I hope Shiesty beat that thing, you feel me? I hope everything good, you feel me, with them boys, you feel me? I don't never want to see nobody locked up in the pen, you know what I'm saying? But hey, look, y'all boys like, comment, subscribe for more reactions and stuff like that, man. And yeah, man, shoot. Yeah, let's just keep the reactions going, man. I'm gone.